okay. I'm here. It's been a while since you've had one of those nightmares. Tell me, what was it about?
It's only fragments. Nothing's clear. We've been fighting the Harkonnens for decades. My family's been fighting them for centuries.
Deal with this prophet. Send to Sussex.
Fade Rother. He's psychotic.
I see possible futures all at once. And in so many futures, our enemies prevail. But I do see a way. There is a narrow way through.
This is a form of power that our world has not yet seen. The ultimate power.
You are not prepared for what is to come.
Dune 2. I guess it's coming back. Even after all these delays.
Yeah, man. Dude, that trailer was the entire movie.
Yes. I feel like trailer 3s in general give out a lot of the plot, but having known the plot, I feel like I don't really need to watch it. But I know the movie is going to be 3.5 hours when it finally comes out. But
that's the thing, man. Do you want to watch something after you just saw such an extensive trailer like that, you know?
I know. I still remember when Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice came out, they had a trailer that had like the whole like movie, right? And then Zack Snyder was like...
everything? Yeah,
Zack Snyder was like, it's only, a 2-minute trailer. How could it possibly be the entire movie? It was the whole movie.
It was all the action. It was all the action.
It was all the action, but also the plot points. Lex Luthor meets Batman and Superman and all that stuff, and then ends with Doomsday. Remember Doomsday? So that means Superman's going to die.
Oh, right.
Remember it came out of nowhere. Like, why did they give that away? Why did they give that away? So,
come on, man.
Not that I guess like the plot points weren't described there, but if you vaguely know the story of Dune 2, you kind of recognize the plot elements there. They did introduce that the brother of Dave Bautista's character from the first one, who was played by Sting in the first one, the original. Sting in a Speedo. But you
mean the Furion from Riddick? What?
Yeah, pretty much. But we also got a neat look at Christopher Walken as the Emperor of the Universe.
Wow. I'm Christopher Walken,
Emperor of the Universe.
I hope he drops something like that. I'm like, Christopher Walken has been the same age for decades.
I know, right? I remember seeing first time I really noticed Christopher Walken was in Batman Returns, but then he was also a Bond villain, and he was also the Headless Horseman in the Sleepy Hollow.
Yes,
with Johnny
he was
Depp.
the Headless Horseman.
So that was interesting. Looking forward to Dune. It's been delayed a bunch of times. I know Willy Wonka just came out with Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet. I don't know his name, but
I don't know.
Willy Wonka.
Timothy Charcuterie is what we'll call him.
Yeah, Timothy, not Johnny Depp. Timothy, mini Johnny Depp.
I was gonna say Timothy. What's his Timothy? Other version of Zendaya's boyfriend.
Yeah. Do you think Tom Holland?
He looks like another version of Tom Holland.
Yeah. You think Tom Holland will enter the Dune verse somehow with based on all this multiverse
like,
conjecturing?
Shalom.
Yeah. But anyway, welcome back to Shop Talk Movie News. This is our 67th installment. I'm your host, Marc Rubalcaba, joined once again by Mr. Abel Pineda on Clubhouse Movies Podcast. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Check us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you get your stuffs. So
we're
good.
There.
Yeah, we're there. We're here. We're everywhere. And talking about multiversal shenanigans, have you seen these supposed Deadpool 3 leaks?
Dude, I wasn't aware of them until you showed me, I think, one of them. And I was just like, is that Predator?
Yeah. They're saying they were Photoshop. There was Predator, but there was also the one that came out was Liev Schreiber's, not Liev Schreiber, Tyler Mane's Sabretooth. So Sabretooth from the OG X-Men movie from like the first one, because
I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Because it was a different guy. I forgot. I just said his name, but I forgot it. Literal brain fart there.
Tyler Mane or something?
Tyler Mane played him in the original X-Men movie. It was Liev Schreiber who played him in X-Men Origins Wolverine. So word on the street is they're both going to be in it.
Whoa.
The funny thing is in X-Men, like the original one, that was before they tried to like not care about continuity a whole lot in movies. So that Sabretooth wasn't related to Wolverine. He was just another goon hired by Magneto.
Yeah.
But then, like we said, I sent you the text of the other one with Ryan Reynolds with Predator, them fighting the Predator. Yeah. And then
I was like, whoa, is that just because they're Disney properties now?
Well, one was funny. I don't know if Bruce Campbell photoshopped it himself, but Ash was in the background. Another one of these. He wrote like the spoilers are getting out of hand.
Didn't even notice that. That is awesome.
So looking forward to Deadpool 3. I really hope it lives up to the hype. And then there's even photos like of the 20th Century Fox logo in the background in the wasteland of the void. That they're saying the Loki void that they went to at the end of the series.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it saves the multiverse just as Deadpool saved Deadpool from X-Men Origins Wolverine.
He put himself out of misery right there. That was pretty good.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. I can't wait.
You know what was not fun?
What?
Did you see that In and Out opened up another spot I think they opened up in Idaho or something? Yeah, Idaho.
Oh.
Dude, people were in line for 8 hours.
You know what's funny? When I first heard this story, it was kind of mistold to me, and I thought, the way I heard it was the first In and Out opened in Idaho. How many cars do you think there were? And I go, I don't know, 5, because I thought it was the first In and Out. Yeah. Like, no. And it turns out the first one in Idaho, and I'm surprised it took them so long because I believe like that's where all the potatoes come from anyway. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, so they've been shipping all their potatoes off to some unknown place.
Man, as someone who hasn't had In and Out in going on 7 months because, I've relocated to the other side of the freaking country.
No.
Dude, I would wait. I was telling my wife, I'm like, babe, we got to drive like to the nearest In and Out, which is 13 hours away in Texas.
Yeah, where was it at?
Pick them up.
It's good. I what the hell was I gonna say? Something about In and Out. Oh, I just had In and Out yesterday. That's what I was gonna say. I bet
you did, man.
Yesterday.
I would too.
It was on a whim. What do I get? Oh, it's right there. It's within walking distance from my place.
Yeah,
thank God.
You could hit it with a potato.
I know. I could throw my fries at the top and fall in the garbage can. Hopefully,
right between the crossed palm trees.
Yeah. So looking forward to more In and Outs because they're the real deal. But I got
rumor is that they might be opening up another headquarters in Nashville or somewhere in Tennessee. So
Tennessee.
I think I'm within shooting distance of that drive. I think they have to cover like a few hundred miles to make it fresh. So where I live would make it. So I might in the future have an In and Out where I live now. So that'd be pretty fantastic.
Well, hopefully In and Out is a good burger. For those of you who have not had In and Out, In and Out is the real deal. Speaking of
worth the hype.
Speaking of things that are apparently no longer worth the hype anymore, E3, the electronics convention, is dead.
So sad.
Hopefully the final casualty of the CV-19 virus was E3, which apparently hasn't happened since.
That's so sad, man. I don't know about you, but like we both worked at. I worked at as a kid before, and I was just always working when it would be out, and I had the access to get there. I just never went, and now I'm like, I'll never get to go.
Well,
it's just
I think the problem with these conventions are they're always so crowded, and they always release the best footage online anyway. So
now they do.
Unless I want to just dress like Mega Man or something.
I just want the swag, man. Just give me swag bags.
Oh yeah, swag.
That's what I want.
The stuff we all
the
get.
bags of swags.
Yeah. But I don't know. It will kind of be missed. I think nowadays it's all about the Star Wars conventions, of the Disney conventions.
Oh yeah, the D23s, which is just so random that those would be so freaking large now. I mean, I get it; they have a ton of money.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that those have now moved to be like the pinnacle of these things, just like Comic-Con. It's like a trifecta now. You have Comic-Con, you have D23, and you have Star Wars, whatever it's called. Forever. I don't know.
I wonder if they just hire like all the nerds to dress like Obi-Wan Kenobi to be in there, because I don't know where they're finding these people anymore. Are people still hyped about Star Wars?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing with Star Wars is it's not that they're hyped with anything new with Star Wars. It's that the hype never stopped. So it's just rolling into the new stuff. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but obviously in the most recent Ahsoka series, Hayden Christensen reprised his role as Lord Vader.
I heard about it.
Well, he got all the hate, in part 2 and part 3. I didn't mind. I watched them. They were great for the time because I was a kid.
To be honest with you, I actually liked part 2. I think
it was a well-written story. I didn't mind it. And the thing is, he's getting the love for it, which I think is great. Like, I saw a little video clip of him, it was like playing a back-to-back. It was like when the movie first released and he was getting all this hate. And then to now where, he's an elder millennial, we'll say. And he's sitting there and he's tearing up because everybody's so jazzed up to see him. And then he's like, wow, you really know how to make people feel welcome. And I'm just like, oh, you deserve it, man.
Yeah, he's back. Just like, I don't know, like I didn't see Ashoka because I didn't like the Clone War like storylines.
Oh,
I hated seeing that nasty animation. And remember there was
man.
And remember the Clone Wars movie where they took care of like Jabba the Hutt's son. That's where we first met Ashoka. Yeah. I remember that looked bad. That was like.
That's the thing. You have to like
early
that's
CG
like
movies.
Filoni's thing, So like if you understand that, then you get the new storylines. You're picking up on all this stuff because he is the guy now. He's the guy. He has been for a long time, but he's the guy for real now.
I am looking forward to the Dave Filoni-verse movie, which hopefully will be the Mandalorian, but I don't dig Thrawn. I think Thrawn looks and acts like a punk, and I think like he can't hold a candle to Darth Vader whatsoever, so...
No, not at all.
I don't know.
Thrawn's just got permanent blue balls. Couldn't help that one. Hey, Johnny Two Sticks, right back on it.
Yeah, he left his band of the Blue Man Group to go rule the empire somewhere.
I didn't even put that one together. That was a good one. Good one again, Johnny.
Yeah.
Dude, what's worse is, I don't know if you saw this. It's just randomly popped up for me online. It was apparently Doritos. Please tell me you've heard this. Doritos is selling a nacho cheese flavored liquor. Dude,
I haven't heard that one, but I know Cheetos got into the macaroni and cheese game, and I know that.
Oh yeah, I did. I bought one as a gag gift for one of my nephews, and the dude never ate it. He was like,
not bad.
I love mac and cheese, and he's a kid, man. I think when I bought it from him, he was like 11. He's like, I'm not eating that.
And speaking of some other Disney properties, I got some Marvel news. Some actually Disney Plus news. It's funny. After they said that there needed to be more management. Apparently, the more management has spoken. They have renamed the Agatha series. Remember Agatha from WandaVision?
Yeah.
It's now called Agatha All Along when it comes out.
Wait, that's not what it was called before?
It was called Agatha House of Harkness. The Darkhold Tales from the Darkhold or something. Yeah, there were a few of them, but I guess they decided it was going to be the series name or not the series, the opening credits song anyway. So they why don't we just name it that?
That makes sense. And you know what I think, and I might be in the minority here, but I believe they need to stop with this saga of whatever, these continued storylines across these decades.
They're hard to follow.
It's done. You guys, they're hard to follow. You have to watch them. Like my wife is like totally turned off by them. She's like, you know what? I'll just, I'll watch it. You can fill me in, whatever. Or she won't watch a movie at all because of it. And it's just like, you guys need to stop. Just stop. We already see how bad it's flailing.
Maybe that's what it's like.
New things, man.
For all these hipster kids to watch people play video games, because it's weird because I watch the YouTubers do a play-by-play and their take and what's going to happen next. Maybe that's what people who like sports like to watch, why they like to watch sports, like the recap on like Sports Center, because I watch the recap to the Marvel movies just to kind of catch up like what's happening, but I don't watch the actual episodes. And like, I almost caught the Hayden Christensen episode of Ashoka just because everyone said it was like so great, but everyone said like the first episodes weren't that great. And then like the last few weren't that great. And then, And then they were saying like the whole thing with Ray Stevenson's character and his like ninja apprentice like didn't go anywhere anyway. So it
yeah, that was,
so
that was
just
a
sort of
real big letdown the whole time.
Yeah.
You know,
so
like
why?
you gotta appreciate the nuance in writing, but there wasn't a lot of nuance here. I mean, it's Star Wars. It is not Lord of the Rings.
Well, there's room for nuance in writing, and there's also lazy writing. I did not see Secret Invasion. Like I didn't see a lot of these.
Secret Invasion. I think I watched 2 episodes and fell asleep on the third, and I was just like, I don't know what is going on here. It's like they just told Samuel L. Jackson, it's like, hey man, you remember that movie Snakes on a Plane? Do that
forever.
You're like, all right.
Yeah, with an eye patch. And then they said, yeah, except you only got to do it with one eye this time.
Yeah.
And then they said the Marvels came out, and then it actually doesn't. Samuel Jackson coming off the Secret Invasion storyline is apparently a completely different character altogether. So yeah, it's almost like that show didn't happen according to the Marvelverse. So not a huge fan of that. But also Disney Plus, coming on Disney Plus, the new animated series Eyes of Wakanda. So
I saw something pop up really quickly online. I didn't bother to click on it because I was like, it's just going to be another flop. So that's going to be the new thing, the Eyes of Wakanda.
Oh, it's a prequel. They're going to reveal why they built that barge in the first place and how it got to the ocean to fight the.
They're going to explain what we were making fun of.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine why the Wakandans had
They watched our review and they were like, these guys know something.
They had a Mortal Kombat pit barge just waiting to fight the Avatar people who lived under the water.
Water avatars. Please, if you guys have not seen our review of this movie, you have to watch it. Like it's gonna be the stopgap for that show. I promise you.
They had a barge ready,
and
they fought these underwater Avatar people, and then they lost 95%.
Where'd you get a barge from the Congo?
They lost 95% of their army on that barge. There was no one in that barge either. Like I would have filled the barge up with like warriors, but no, the barge is apparently filled up with cotton candy or something light to make it float.
It was all filled with vibranium.
Sink to the bottom of the ocean. It was filled with vibranium. This vibranium is lighter than water somehow.
So there was still no explanation for why that was even there. You're watching the movie and I don't know about everybody else, but I was watching that. I was like, what the hell is this thing? Just fall asleep?
I like the not avatars like playing water polo, just waiting. Where are the Wakandans? They come up in a barge. They're playing water polo.
Surprise! I'm like, I didn't know cats could swim.
Yeah. No, they can. They just hate it. In other news, in other strange news. Okay, so like I'm starting
to one for you too, man. Carry on.
Zack Snyder apparently put out something, and like people are saying it's all right, some people's not. But like I don't know, I'm kind of done with Zack Snyder as a creative. I'll put him up there with Wes Anderson, and I'll put him up there with M. Night Shyamalan. Like
they're just out there, just got wine cups full of farts.
Yeah,
that's all they got.
He said that he would like to put LeBron James in his Rebel Moon movie. And I don't know, not that I have a whole lot like, against LeBron James.
No, I do. That guy bothers my very core.
But he's
LeBron James. I hope you bump your toe on everything you walk by.
He's not an actor. And
no,
Space
Jam 2, get out of here, guy.
Yeah, he's no Michael Jordan.
Nobody needs you.
He's no Michael Jordan, I'll tell you that.
No, you'll never be hey, LeBron, you'll never be Michael Jordan. How about that, buddy?
Yeah. Michael Jordan is a national, if not world treasure.
Yeah.
So
you are compared to Michael Jordan just because you want to be him, not because you're as good as him.
And if you want to be more contemporary, you're no Kobe. Kobe was the legend.
Definitely no Kobe.
Nobody
else. Oh, LeBron when they throw for 2 at a trash can.
But they do when they flop.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Well, anyway, In other news, so there is a new Alien movie coming out called Alien Romulus. We discussed this before, but there's also an Alien series coming out.
We did.
Timothy Olyphant has joined that. Do you know who he is?
Olyphant? You mean Oliphant?
Timothy Olyphant. It says Phant. Olymphantum of the opera. Spelled like that.
He was a Western boy.
Yeah, he was in. Speaking of Western boy, he was in Justified. And he was also in.
I know.
Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian.
He was in Mandalorian. He looked too tall in Mando's armor.
Yeah, he looked too tall and too skinny all at the same time. I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah.
But I mean, speaking of things, I don't know what's going on. Are you aware that McDonald's is releasing like this new chain, essentially focused on appetizers?
I've seen a few McDonald's stories pop up. What's it called?
Yeah, it's called Cosmix. And Cosmix is McDonald's new chain focused on drinks and small bites, aka McDonald's just went and Americanized tapas. That's what they did.
So they invented Taco Bell then, like for tapas.
They're gonna go like people were down to the beach are like, oh yeah, hey, we got that vino and tapas place right down the street. Is that what Cosmic's like? I'm like, kind of, but it makes you fart more.
Yeah. That's a chart right there.
It's just one fried dipped in ketchup.
If I ever heard
with
one.
A shot of Coke.
And speaking of,
here you go.
Speaking of strange things going on with companies, I have a quick revisit to our famous segment, Skynet. It's only a matter of time.
Oh no.
It's actually a lot of Tesla news. Apparently, Tesla has recalled 2 million vehicles because of safety concerns with the autopilot. And I think people are overusing the cruise control or something like that.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, look, I don't want a Tesla. I don't blame them.
But I've driven not even just the Teslas. I've driven some new cars in general, and it is intelligent speed control. So you can control. It can program how many cars ahead you want. But it's scary because your car is somewhat aware of its surroundings and wants to stop and adapt.
I drove my sister's Tesla, and I was just going down the street with it, and I'm like, the acceleration is cool. That's where it stops. Everything else, I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
And then the reason also, I put this in the Skynet, it's only a matter of time column, is that Tesla, ironically, has also unveiled their new Android called the Optimus Gen 2. So let's take a quick look at the Optimus Gen 2.
No thanks, man. You know what that thing reminds me of? It reminds me of that movie, The Mitchells versus the Machines on Netflix. It's like, whoa, man. Anybody else on this acid? This is weird. What are you doing, thing? Yeah, I can put an egg down too. Whoa. Oh, no. They sing and dance. This is amazing. Holy crap.
All right. So Skynet is apparently only a matter of time. Oh,
man.
Okay,
that's so good.
Okay,
that is hilarious.
All right, and I got a little bit of a personal story here. Apparently, YouTuber known as the Completionist, Gerard Khalil.
Sorry, did not mean to laugh.
Yeah, responds to allegation of charity fraud against him and the open hand. He also provided links and backup and apparently a rant, like an 18-minute rant or something.
Listen, man, I watched this, and so did you. I'm assuming for the most part.
Full disclosure, as we said, we mentioned we've worked in other companies and other things before. We worked with this guy. We knew him.
Yeah. Personally,
we didn't go to each other's weddings.
Knew him in the store, as personal as you can get with a coworker.
Yeah, we were. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Yeah. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Yeah. Never thought this guy would grow up to be
the completionist,
money launderer. Oh, sorry, the completionist. Sorry.
Shut up and take my money.
Listen.
Yeah.
I'm not saying what he's not saying, but I'm not saying what I'm not saying either. it was something, man. To see this, like I remember one of our mutual friends messaged me. He's like, "Hey, you see this?" I'm like, "No."
It came up on my feed. I'm like, "Dude, you remember that guy we used to like sell TVs with?"
Yeah.
Turns out he's laundering money. No. Well, you know, innocent until proven guilty and all, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
You know, it was a sketchy things were afoot. It was a lot of money.
I think
things are going to happen, but
I think just buyer beware. And when it comes to weird YouTube charities, maybe just avoid them. And I would just like to point out that there are still non-weird YouTube charities out there.
Yeah.
I recommend the ASPCA because, we love the animals.
Yep.
And I also recommend the American Red Cross. Go to their corresponding websites and donate direct. So no
direct them. No, do not go through a third party.
Yeah, no weird YouTube charities. However, Penny, our overlord, would like us to let you know that she now has a new brand known as Penny's Weird YouTube Brands. So her first weird YouTube brand is called Penny's Weird YouTube VPN. Remember antivirus software? No, get a VPN instead, so more companies could get in on the internet game. Hey, do you think Bose and Beats are too expensive? Try weird YouTube headphones. Weird YouTube headphones are the same price with half the brand recognition. Hey, did you ever think you needed more food in the mail? Try Penny's Weird YouTube TV dinners. Want to spend drive-through money on? Anyway, want to spend?
They're meow-tastic.
Yeah. Want to spend drive-through money on instant quality food? Is it healthier than the competition? Who knows?
It has MSG. It's the best.
I got another one.
I said it has MSG. Meows sound good.
Here, Penny's Weird YouTube Brands. Weird YouTube plot of land. Be the lord or lady of a plot of land in a European country you never heard of by owning a piece of their country by the basketball size. Here, how about this? Penny's Weird YouTube Not Vapes. Want to make it look like you're vaping, but you're just inhaling minty air? It's like your mouth farted mint, now in HD. Weird YouTube Not Vapes. Hey, Penny also released a new Weird YouTube Wallets. Afraid of hackers using VPNs and the dark web to hack your wallet? Make Michael Faraday proud and stop Superman from peeking at your credit card. Because all these guys. Here, Penny's Weird YouTube metal posters. Just thin, heavy, dangerous, guillotine-shaped 8.5 by 11 pieces of fan art of Iron Man you always wanted. Penny is also releasing weird YouTube audiobooks. Time to get off YouTube and turn off the lights and revisit that audiobook of Great Expectations, only $150 for 3 books a year. Penny is also putting out weird YouTube razors. Now that razors are locked up like Fort Knox at the local CVS and cost $40, might as well get them in the mail. Penny's Weird YouTube Brands.
Also, if you missed this entire thing, you can find her locally at your Fathom event at 11:38 on a Tuesday morning.
Penny's Weird YouTube Events, sponsored by Fathom Events. Get the Met, just in case you missed it.
It plays in between showings of the Met, just in case you were curious.
Just in case you missed it. Rambo 4, re-released, the definitive Stallone edition. That's Penny's Weird YouTube Brands.
Oh, that was something.
Yeah.
That was something, man.
Any other news now that the segment?
I do have other news.
Yeah.
I have like 2 bits of, I don't know if one is downer. I guess I'll bring one up that we both enjoyed this. The Last of Us. You remember that game, right? Good stuff. Apparently, I had no idea, there was going to be a Last of Us online, but it has been canceled by Naughty Dog because, and this is to quote the link here, it says, Naughty Dog has announced that it's stopping development on The Last of Us Online, stating that the amount of studio resources needed to support the game would impact the future development of single-player games. Wow, that's a bummer.
I don't know. Just seems a little more.
I would have played it.
I don't know. We'll try it out.
Would have felt like a cool thing. But I mean, to pick it up because that was a little downer.
Pick it up.
So Gold, apparently, everybody loves Gold. Gold member loves it. Totally random bit of news that I came across right before we started recording. apparently Costco has sold more than $100 million in gold bars just in the last quarter.
What? They sell gold bars at Costco now?
They sell gold bars at
I'll pick some up with my casket.
Yeah, you pick them up with your casket, your tires.
My reverse osmosis system.
Dip your casket in gold and put tires on it.
Drive away. If you get into a car accident, they'll just bury you. I'd be like the Munster. I'd be like Herman Munster in my roadie.
It's just like, oh no, like the Munster. So you just take, they're like, hey, he's going to pay for his own plot of land with that.
Oh, good stuff. Oh, well,
he has all those plots of land from those weird penny plots of land.
Yeah, weird penny. What was the company called? It was called, Weird Pennies Plots of Land. Because you always wanted to be a lord or lady of Ireland or some other European country.
You can be lord 6 to 7 feet underground.
Yeah. Oh, man. All those weird YouTube brands now sponsored by Penny. But I wanted to piggyback off The Last of Us. As it turns out, Mr. Mark Wahlberg has said that the Uncharted 2 script movie is done. So we can look forward to that.
What?
Yeah.
Who asked for that?
I don't know. Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's like, I'm done with Spider-Man for now, so I guess
Tom Holland
my schedule is open.
Tom Holland read Shia LaBeouf's book and said, I'm not going to do that. Let's make more sequels, guys.
And by his book, he was like, I'm looking at his Instagram and not getting chest tattoos.
Yeah. Oh, he
never made it to the movie.
He wrote Johnny Cage on his chest. Shia LaBeouf. I don't know. I could just see it. Shia LaBeouf, man, that guy. Where's he been? The bargain bin.
I don't know. Doing some weird stuff, man. Yeah, last I saw, he was in Hemet eating a burrito.
Dude, I saw Pauly Shore just talking on the phone in Pasadena once. He was like, "Hey, man, I'm Pauly Shore on the phone." I'm like, "Hey, man, it's Pauly Shore on the phone."
He's like, "Whoa!" He's like, "Hey, it's Biodome guy."
It's the Encino man.
Where you at? Encino is that away.
Yeah. At least Brendan Fraser had a little bit of a resurgence.
That's true.
But anyway, another news, Curb Your Enthusiasm will end with its 12th season premiering this February. So that's going to be sad. I read Jeff Garlin is actually going to come back after he got apparently canceled from the Goldbergs.
Yeah, from the Goldbergs?
Yeah, they put in creepy CGI Jeff Garlin.
Whoa.
If you see the last season.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
no, I have not.
Yeah, he looks like plastic Jeff Garlin.
No.
Put
he
him
looks like Santa Claus 2 Santa.
I don't know. He looks more like Superman's face when they got rid of his mustache.
Oh,
he's got Henry Cavill baby face, but he looks like a cross between that and maybe it's a Bug's Life, but like pink or human colored. But anyway, hey, I got one more trailer to see before we start wrapping this up.
Well, let me say one bit. We almost forgot to mention one bit of downer news before we go back up and ramp it up here.
Oh yeah.
We all recently lost Andre Brower from Brooklyn Nine-Nine fame.
Yeah,
I love that show.
Yeah, he was also
fantastic. He
was also in. Remember The Mist? He was Thomas Jane's neighbor who didn't believe him. Who they had a big thing with. But he is around, and it's kind of sad to see him go.
I think he was fighting some kind of illness or something. And
cancer
passed away.
Or something.
I'm like, man,
I didn't put that note in there, but sad to see him go. He died at 61. But let's take a look at this trailer really fast. It's for the Netflix release of Beverly Hills Cop Axel F.
I almost admire you. Still on these streets, running uncut. I'm just amazed. Doesn't get to you.
Watch your ass out there, okay?
I'm gonna be fine. They love me in Beverly Hills.
Detective Foley, you ever read your own file? Shootouts, disturb the peace, a lot.
Please tell me you didn't get arrested again.
Twice, but I broke out. We put our lives on the line. Every day. And for what? Comes with the job if you're doing it right.
Yeah, bitch!
So how many people have you pissed off so far?
I haven't pissed off anybody.
Yeah, 50-50. 50-50.
Is it that high?
So far. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll tell you what.
I might be in for this, man. This looks entertaining.
I literally cruise the streets of the freeways. Whatever, just cruising that song sometimes, and I'll dig the rap orchestra remix of the Beverly Hills Cop theme because that's pretty badass. I'll tell you what, and I'll tell you what else. Eddie Murphy looking good.
Man.
He doesn't look a day
over old. Doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. He's looking great.
Oh, God.
Looking good like Will Smith. But anyway,
looking a little fresh like the Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah. So looking forward to that, and I got a couple of sequel tidbits. You got any more news before we get into?
I'm Dunzo, man. That is it for me this week.
Okay. I got it. Saw 11 coming this September 24. So coming off the backs of the only critically acclaimed Saw movie, which was Saw X, which we'll probably review before Saw 24 because it actually was critically acclaimed. I like Saw movies in general, but it wasn't just a gore fest. There was actually some story to it, which was nice.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, check it out. And also Naomi Scott, who played Jasmine in the Aladdin remake, has signed on to Smile 2, also coming in 2024.
Whoa, that movie was pretty good. That movie was crazy.
Smile had its moments, and looking forward to it. And I also have some sad news. We're going to end on some really sad news. You ready?
Bring it.
Kristen Stewart warns the world is dangerously close to nuclear catastrophe. And if she says so, it's got to be true. But anyway.
Oh, man. With her face. Your skin's like diamond.
What's his name? Who plays that guy? Who's the dude in that?
He's Batman.
Yeah, he's Batman. What's his name though?
Oh my god,
dude! I seriously forgot.
I was gonna say Pat Benatar.
Jack Kirby.
It's Robert Pattinson.
Oh, I say Billy Mustache.
Billy Mustache, the kid right there. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Mustache. Dude, I'm gonna make a Western called Billy Mustache.
Billy Mustache. He's got spaghettis for legs.
Ironically, he doesn't have a mustache, but his name is Billy Mustache. But yeah, like I said, if Kristen Stewart says it, it's got to be true. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, wherever you get your information. Check out Penny's weird YouTube brands. You know, if you ever thought you needed razors, a plot of land, a parsec of space.
It's crazy. She sells you one parsec at a time.
a TV meal. What else has she got?
A TV meal. She makes sure to keep it in the tin when you stick it in your microwave. That's right there in the instructions.
Yeah, some headphones or earbuds or a VPN. You ever thought in the morning, waked up, someone is reading my email and I need a VPN.
And you're like, you know what can keep these crazy thoughts out of my head?
VPN.
Headphones that are made with cat fur.
Yeah. Where is it at? Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so that's us. Shop Talk Movie News on Clubhouse Movies Podcast. I'm your host, Marc Rubalcaba, joined by Mr. Abel Pineda. We'll catch you next time.
Going to get us, get down.